Hi everyone, my name is Olena and welcome to my Korean crib. And let's start first at the doorway. What I love about this versus my old house is that when I walk into the door, I'm looking right into the apartment. It's open, it's airy, and I feel like very welcomed when I walk into the house. Whereas with my old apartment, as soon as you open the door, you're walking into a wall basically, and that was a shoe rack. And then you have to turn like left. So as you enter the house, it's not even like a very comfy, welcoming feeling. You're literally walking into a wall. This walkway area is a lot bigger than my old house because there's space for a coat rack, so I can put all of my coats on here and my purses and everything. And I even have space to put my little shopping cart when I go shopping. I really love this kind of large space here on my right. And then on my left is the shoe closet. And this is more than just a shoe closet. There are 4 shoe racks, and it's a little bit hard to film in this walk-in area because it's a small space, but as I walk in, to my left is the shoe closet. And as you can see, it is more than a shoe closet. I have 4 racks on the bottom part where I can put my shoes. And then I have a little slide out drawer here, which is really nice. So it's, if I need to put anything that's kind of like that I don't want displayed for people when they put their shoes in, then I can put it there. And then there's a rack here for just like some random stuff. For me, it's just extra beauty things that I have left. I have toilet paper up here, and then I have 1 rack of just like extra bags and curtains and books that I want to give away. And there's one part of the closet that I'm really confused about. I think it's for umbrellas. I've never seen anything like it. I put my boots there because I don't have like a big umbrella, but I think it's for umbrellas. So it's an interesting feature. I just love this closet. It's so big, and I love how there's different compartments in it. And as you continue through the walkway into the apartment, you will see that there are closets to the right, and they're very light color, and they go along with the lightness and airiness of this apartment. So they're almost not noticeable. It's almost like they become part of the wall. And what I use these for, I mean, one closet just has just random extras in it. I have jewelry because there's a mirror in the bathroom which is right across from the closets. So I put on my jewelry and just last minute things before I leave out the door. And then I have some extra padding and off-season clothing. And this closet is my main closet. Over here, just have, you know, all your essentials. And I just love the setup of this closet because my last closet only had a hanger area and it had 2 drawers. But I love the fact that I can see everything in this closet, and it's very vast and there's so much space, and I use some of it to store my house cleaning stuff. So as you can see, this is my living area. I have my bed right next to where the windows are, and I have a little table with a lamp. There's a closet in front of my bed, and that's just to hold like the furnace and everything, so it's not really much of a closet unless I just have boxes or something like that I want to put in there. And it doesn't really bother me to be right next to the windows when I'm sleeping because I do have blackout curtains to keep the light out. And I brought some stuff from Morocco. There is a Moroccan poof here, and there is a Moroccan Berber rug that I got when I was in the desert. And I recently bought this Korean mattress. I love this thing. So this is basically a traditional Korean mattress that a lot of Koreans still sleep on. I bought this on coupon. It was a little bit under $100. A little bit pricey, but it's worth it because I can use it as like a sofa and I can use it as a bed when I have guests in the house so they can sleep on it, and it's super comfortable, and it's like hard enough to be like, to feel like a mattress. You don't sink into it. Anyways, it's a really great purchase and a really necessary addition if you don't want to buy an actual sofa and if you think you're going to have guests. This is basically where I'm going to be editing all my videos, unless I'm at a cafe or something. This is my favorite part of the entire house, and it's the place that I spend the most time at, and that is the kitchen. What I love about it is that I don't need to get an extra table to fill up the little space that I have, because I have this L shape of a countertop, so then I can use this part as a table, which is really awesome and saves so much space. And I love how white it is. It reminds me of a white marble. And you know, white is airy, it's happy, it's light. So that's what is amazing about this kitchen. And what is really awesome is that the stovetop is gas, whereas my old apartment, it was electric. And you know, cooking in electric is just not the same as gas. It's just not. So I love the fact that I can cook on a gas stovetop. There's so much space for me to put everything that I need on the countertop. As you can see, the chair that I got is kind of low, so when I eat, I'm like eating like this, so it's really uncomfortable. So I do have to find a chair that is high enough for this. So I will most likely get 2 chairs, 1, 2, and I think that'll be the perfect number of chairs to put here. As you can see, the washer is tucked away in the kitchen, so it's not very visible. I also can charge my phone around here. And what's so cool about this drawer is that it slides out and you can see all of the spices in it, which makes it so easy to reach for when you're cooking instead of rummaging through the different cabinets. Unfortunately, the part where I would put my trash can is just too small. It can barely fit my recycling bag, so my trash can just has to be out. And these are my cabinets here. This one, I just put all of my pantry items. This one is kind of hard to lift because it doesn't have a spring in it, so I just put some stuff that I rarely use in here. There's also this cabinet, and I put all of my dishes here. This is not a cabinet, it's a fan thing. I forgot what those are called, but I just slide it out and I get a fan when I cook. Okay, so the space is really tight, so I can't film in here much without vlogging, so that's what I'm gonna do. So as you can see, when you first walk in, you're gonna see the toilet on your right, and then I have the toilet paper holder, and I'm really confused about this part. Like, what am I supposed to put here? Some kind of towel? But why that low? It's just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. But there is a rack right here, so I can put my hand towel there. And I put my hair straightener and hair dryer in this area. There's really no other way to do it. But I have a powerful suction cup that's holding the dryer, and I just need to make sure that when the toilet is used, the lid needs to be shut every time that it's flushed. I have 2 mirrors here. I have one which is a medicine cabinet, so I have all of my beauty stuff in here. And then this is just a regular mirror, which is right above my sink. And as you can see, the sink, it's like a Mickey Mouse sink. That's what it reminds me of, little Mickey Mouse. And on the ears, I usually put my beauty products when I do my beauty routine. And when you turn to the left, you see that there is an actual shower compared to my last apartment. My last apartment did not have like a separate shower. It was just like a shower head that was part of the room. So whenever I would shower, I would have to squeegee the whole floor and it would be wet, and I had to have shower shoes. And which is fine, I'm used to that. I've done that for a few years now, but it's nice to have a separate shower so that the floor isn't wet. after I use it. Yeah, and it's kind of nice, and it keeps me a little bit warmer too, because you don't have to warm up the entire room when you're showering, like in the winter. And I added another suction cup here, so then I could put the towel right where it needs to be. And over here is the shower head. What's really nice is that the storage already came with it, and it's not plastic, it's actually steel. It's actually made of metal and glass. So that's really nice. Another interesting thing is that the water supply, the faucet is pretty low. So my question is it low because back in the day people used to take bucket baths? Is that what it was? So that's why it's so low. But yeah, and then when you go over to the left, I got some more suction cup storage things. This is for guests, and then for me if I want to brush my teeth in the shower. And then over here I hang up the different loofahs and everything like that, and there's an extra one for a guest to hang up. So I'm really happy about having a separate shower most of all. So yeah, this is my bathroom. At first it seemed really slow when I was looking at the apartment. I was like, oh my god, this is so small. But I'm used to it now. It's not that small anymore. So I'm really happy with it, and I really like it. Thanks so much for watching my apartment tour. I really hope that you found it entertaining and interesting. And if you did, then hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment below, because I'm really curious to know, what are the apartments like wherever you are? Are they smaller? Are they bigger? Is the floor plan different? I'm just really curious, so let me know. If you would like to see more Korea and travel related content, then definitely subscribe to my channel. And other than that, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye! If you're curious to see what my old apartment looked like and see the tour, then definitely watch the video on the right side of the screen.